Returning to everyday life after losing a baby can be incredibly difficult. That's why one woman created a book to help mothers through that all of the first really after loss.
The First After a Grief Journal is a unique supportive resource to help guide grieving mothers through the unexpected experiences after loss, like the first day back at work or returning to a favorite restaurant. Author Grace Somera joins us with more. Grace, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I mean, a loss like this is so personal, but as we just said in the introduction, it's also very public because everybody sort of knows that you're pregnant, right?
Yeah.
So, and you have experienced this personally.
Yeah, I have. My beautiful daughter, Saoirse, was stillborn at 36 weeks. And so as you can imagine, everyone saw me pregnant, not only close friends and family and coworkers, but, you know, the neighborhood grocer or the waitress at the restaurant. So getting back to normal life was very anxiety-inducing and intimidating. And I think that's why I created the First After, to help people basically create a manual to help a grieving mother get back into society after a loss.
And there is nothing that prepares you for a loss like that. I mean, I don't even know where you can begin. I mean, is it just waking up one day after the next and then finally being like, okay, I'm ready to read a book or I'm ready to do something? The very first steps, I guess, you have to allow yourself to grieve, obviously.
Yes.
How was your journey?
Well, I think that in the book, I go through the first couple of pages that just say rest, because there are a lot of physical components to the fact that you just gave birth. You have a lot of maybe the epidural, the medicine, hormones, things like that. So you really need to allow yourself to physically rest before you even begin the journey of mourning and possibly returning back to everyday life.
I mean, I even think about like breastfeeding. Your body probably still thinks you have a child, and you have to take that in.
Yes.
That's got to be excruciating.
Yes, and there's a whole section in the book all about how to be around a baby for the first time. And I think unless you've been through it yourself, it's definitely something that you would never expect to happen. Hearing a baby cry or even fuss would, bring lactation or the feeling of letdown, which obviously is very traumatic for a mother who just lost a baby.
I think what's wonderful too about the journal is that also it's a very much practical guide, and it's not overwhelming. So can you talk about how it can really help somebody step by step? There's a lot of visuals in there.
Yeah, so I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I think very visually. And I remember having a lot of grief books and just reading the same sentence over and over and over. And in graphic design, there's something called cognitive load theory, which is basically when you're in an altered state of mind by, in this case, a temporary altered state of mind by deep grief, you just can't absorb information like you normally would. So I used those skills to apply to the book to try and make sure that it's consumable when you're in that altered state of mind. And I had a lot of grief specialists that I've met throughout my journey and other grieving mothers, and so I made sure I showed it to them and got feedback from them on how to improve the readability and how to include all different types of situations and things that may not have happened to me, so that it can include a lot of different scenarios.
And I think you do that in such a great way. So talking about how to help yourself as a grieving mother, and then also how do others help you? What can we do to support somebody that we might see needing help?
Yeah, so grief is so different for everyone, and it's unpredictable. But speaking from my own experience, I can say that care packages, sending someone flowers, cooking someone their favorite meal. My uncle brought me pan dulce from my favorite bakery, laughing with them, distracting them, crying with them, sometimes just sitting next to them and not even saying anything. Those are all the different ways that you can support someone, or maybe even grief books and things like that, like the thing that I made that could help someone get back into life.
And this book is going to be heavily featured in a walk that's coming up, right?
Yeah, Northwest Community Hospital in Arlington Heights, where I gave birth to Saoirse. They're going to be featuring the book there, and they have a lovely event on October 13th at 11.
Oh, Grace. Well, thank you so much for being here and bravely sharing your story with us. We appreciate it. The Walk to Remember, as we mentioned, is August 13th. For more information, head to thefirstafter.com. You can also find it on Instagram. All the information there on your screen.